This is how I managed to quit my corporate job, start my own agency, scale it up to 7 figures in annual revenue, all within the span of 12 months. Let's get straight to it. So I realized that I wanted to quit corporate because I started getting bored. Basically, I worked in the tech space and I was launching phones and launching new laptops, that kind of stuff. It kind of became really repetitive and I lost my interest for it as well. Did it for 6, maybe even 7 years. And after a certain point, it all becomes the same thing. So I started getting frustrated, started getting bored, and that's when I had to explore other avenues. And also, I wanted freedom. I wanted to control my own time. Working in corporate is great. It gives you a lot of stability and no hate to it, but I wanted flexibility and I wanted to run on my own schedule. Yes, the biggest thing, I work more than ever before now, but I actually love it because I'm doing it for myself. Any effort I put in, I reap the rewards. I don't need to wait for somebody else, which is a huge upside. What I ended up doing was just making YouTube videos about anything I was interested in, and that happened to be tech. That led me to a couple of different opportunities. A couple of brands wanted me to film some video content for them, and that created a new journey for me where I stumbled into the world of UGC. UGC is user-generated content, and you basically create content for brands. It's like influencer marketing, but without being an influencer because you don't really have a following. So you help brands create content and distribute it to them. So that's what I ended up doing. Started doing it for a couple of different brands, and one thing led to another, and it became quite lucrative. It became a good side income whilst I was still doing a 9-to-5. Over time, I realized I have a lot more to offer than just filming UGC because of my experience of working in corporate marketing. So I started doing a bit more strategy work as well, partnering up with a couple of agencies. One thing led to another, and I met my business partner. We both started working on a couple of projects together, and eventually we had the idea of starting our own ad agency, which to this day is called AdCrate. What we do is we service clients all around the world. It's completely remote, and we help create ads for them. We source the creators, we do all of the strategy work, we do all of the editing, and then we take a look at how we can improve those ads within the ad account so that they run profitably for these clients. Okay, so let's talk about the planning phase. Basically that initial period of when we're trying to set up the business and what those initial steps look like. So number one, we didn't really do much research behind the business. We kind of knew the industry that we were in and we spotted the opportunity. Having said that, we didn't really launch something because it was the most unique business out there and nobody had done it before. It's a stigma that a lot of people associate with business and are like, hey, we need to do something no one has ever done. Yes, you should have a USP, you should have a moat, but at the same time, any business that's already in the market is kind of giving you validation that, hey, there is a demand for this service. But then we started basically doing a lot of research, started to take a look at what competitors were doing, what kind of price points they were potentially looking at as well, and what kind of services they were offering. Loads of different agencies go into offering everything and anything, but we really narrowed down right from the start where we were ad creative production only. And I think that just gave us a competitive advantage. So myself and my business partner already had a little bit of a network. So we were able to reach out to a few people, let them know what we were getting up to. My business partner had a couple of leads, I had a couple of leads, and we were able to bring that all together where we managed to close 1 or 2 clients in the first month. That gave us that initial traction and cash in the bank, meaning we were immediately cash flow positive and start running the actual business. On one end, we're doing operations. On the other, we're doing sales, and we are servicing those clients, making sure we're learning as we're going of, hey, what components will we need so that in the future, when we have a team in place, what will they need to know? So we're documenting everything, creating systems and processes, and basically understanding the full needs of like what a client would actually require. And that enabled us to really understand when we started scaling exactly what was needed. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. We tried out loads of different systems, ClickUp, Monday.com, Notion. We were basically playing around with what the business's infrastructure will actually be. And we ended up settling on Notion. It took us a long time, and now we've got more than a year of development in Notion. The whole business runs off of it. And at this point, it's just the two of us, meaning we're handling a lot of the actual tasks. We're speaking with the clients, but we're also doing all of the servicing. So we're coming up with this strategy. We're coordinating with the creators. At some points, I'm pretty sure we were doing the editing as well. So we were managing a lot of that because we didn't have the infrastructure in place. So you need to be ready to be scrappy, especially right from the beginning when you're launching a business, because not everything is going to be in place. It's 1 a.m. and I'm pretty sure my son just woke up because I can hear him. So I'll be right back. All right, back. I'm going to deliberately keep that little moment in because I want to showcase a very raw version of entrepreneurship. It isn't perfect, and I don't want to showcase that bro life because The reality is, as a dad, as someone who is still somewhat young, I'm hitting 30, dear God, this stuff isn't easy, and I want to showcase the reality of it. Yes, it can be a lot of fun, but also it's a journey, and I want to take people through that journey with me. So if you find this kind of stuff interesting, please do subscribe to the channel too. Let's go into the fun stuff, actually getting to that 7-figure run rate. So we consistently, month over month, were starting to see growth. Overall, that trajectory started kind of going up, 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 up. And we started getting more team members in place. The biggest learning I had was, I want to say outsourcing, but it's just delegation. I love just having that control, and I needed to make sure I give that out to other people. I wanted to control what the edit looked like. I wanted to control what the scripting looked like. And yes, you should definitely have that quality assurance for it, but at the same time, you need to just delegate out to people and let them do their thing and trust that they can do a good job. We started getting that infrastructure in. As we're getting clients on, we're also getting the right team members in, and that enabled us to start growing the business to eventually hit that run rate. And the way it was done isn't just, hey, let's keep getting clients. It was about servicing clients correctly so that they stick around, so that their lifetime value is also longer. So it's not just, hey, get a new client, service, let them go. You want to have a recurring service, and you want to make sure not only are you doing good sales, but you're actually delivering well on the quality of the service that you're giving them. That way they stick around. So as they stick around, and then you get more clients as well, you start getting this lovely compounding effect. That's exactly what you want for a sustainable long-term growth within your business. And there's other things as well. I like to think we are innovating within the industry as well. Basically, we're able to deploy ads a lot faster. We're able to work with higher quality creators. We've created systems that have enabled us to work just more efficiently, or we're just able to do more fun things within the agency, which a lot of the agencies I've previously, how many times am I going to say agency? Jesus. But yeah, a lot of people think I just need to get sell. That becomes a never-ending kind of circle, and you'll just get trapped in that. What you want to make sure is you're building long-term sustainability. It's other stuff as well, like innovating. So within our business, we're always looking at building, number one, the right team culture, but number two, innovating as well. What are the latest trends? What are the latest tools? And we're always on the lookout for how we can utilize new tools and systems. AI is huge. We're able to develop ads in a way that a traditional agency would spend weeks on, and we're able to do it within a matter of days, sometimes even hours. That gives us a competitive advantage, and that's exactly what you should be looking at when you're looking at launching your own business as well. And that's not the only stuff too. We started launching these creator houses where basically we would fly everybody out. Our last one was in Miami, where we would rent out a house. We get a bunch of creators over there, and we would film ads all together over the course of a week. So what would traditionally take an agency or a brand months to do, we were filming on our phones in this house and immediately getting it edited and out to the clients. Like, it was insane stuff. And yeah, we're going to do more of those. I'll link up a couple of videos for what we did there. That kind of stuff gave us more credibility as well, because it wasn't easy to pull off. All right, let's talk about advice for aspiring entrepreneurs, people who are wanting to go down this path. I think the first thing you need to know is it's always a risk, and you need to work hard. You shouldn't just be looking at resources online, watching YouTube videos, ironically like this, and just absorbing it in. Just take action. Don't procrastinate. Start taking action, even if you're doing that one small task in the day, but get a little bit closer to that goal. Also be ready, because it's a long journey. But the point is, you want to take action day by day and get accountable. Speaking of accountability, consider having a business partner. I was always the type to say like, no, I'm going to do everything by myself. I want 100% ownership. But the difficult part of that is you are then doing everything on your own. And equally, that can become challenging. You don't have anyone that you're accountable to, which also kind of, yeah, it can cause trouble. So having a business partner is great because you can complement each other's skill sets, but also you have accountability to someone as well. Because if I'm not delivering or he's not delivering, the other person is going to call it out and be like, yo, fix up. Also, you need to be good at what you do. A lot of people just dive into a business when they don't have any knowledge of it. We did a business that we both knew. My business partner had already done something similar previously, and I was in the world of marketing for 6, 7, 8 years. Basically, everything I did led into this business, working with creators, doing productions, actually doing TV campaigns, doing event management. All of that combined became what is the business today. So if you are launching something, have the skill in it, at least learn it, versus just diving straight into it with no technical knowledge. So that's definitely a big thing. Be mindful of that. So anyway, that's the story of how I scaled my own agency to 7 figures in revenue and also managed to quit my corporate job. I just want to create some relatable content for other entrepreneurs, but also talk about marketing and all that kind of stuff too. So if you've got any questions, whether it's about starting, scaling, running a business, or alternatively you're a brand and you want to learn more as well, drop me a message, drop something in the comments, drop a message in the comments and let me know if you have any questions. That's it for this video. Got a ton more on the way. Hope you guys enjoy and I'll catch you next time. Bye.